What's going on, guys? And today I'm bringing you a full review that I've been waiting to do. I'm super excited to do this, and this one is my full review of Persona 4 Golden for the PS Vita. Now, Persona 4 Golden is a remake of 2008's Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 for the PlayStation 2. This remake brings a lot of new features and additional content. More voice work, in-game stuff, more extra difficulties, some online additions, and basically much more stuff. And it's basically, it kind of makes it like in a way oh, there you go. I was thinking a brand new game, and so I was like excited, and I heard some good stuff about this game, and it's like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna get this game. Let me see how it goes. And man, wow, what a game! What a game! And in fact, it's honestly one of my favorite games of all time. It's just really, really a fantastic game and everything like that. So, anyways, let me break down through my review, and let me just show you why I love it. Anyways, the story. Let's get on with the story. The story features a fantastic storyline. With multiple endings. There's the if you really mess up, there's the bad ending. You get the Foggy City ending, and if you complete the game, you get the normal ending, which is you
Thanks, man.
basically say day and this and that. But in order to do stuff, you gotta really dig in deeper, and you get the true ending. And also what's it? I don't know if there's another one. I think there's 4 endings. The bad, the accomplice. I think the accomplice, the normal, and then the true. The true ending is the true ending of the monk. Like I said, the last one. If you've really done it completely, you figure it out who is really behind it, everything like that. Also, the story. It features characters that you fall in love in. They're lovable characters. You'll be like, man, this guy is funny. This guy is this girl is is cute. This person is like, oh, what the hell, stuff like that. If you wanna, it's just really, it's a really great story. The story is it's funny. It's dramatic. It could get sad. At one point, I was like, oh damn, it's like that. Even that part of the story got me down. I was like, fuck. And overall, the story is actually brilliant. And it was like, friend, I haven't enjoyed the story this freaking good in a long time. It's like that. So yeah, it's basically alright. So basically, you're what's his name? Well, anyway, he doesn't have a name in this game. It's basically up to you. You basically name the main character, and so it's just how you put your name, whatever. So basically, he's a high school student who transferred from the city to the countryside in Inaba. And so as soon as he arrives there, he goes to school and everything like that. And then some weird stuff started happening. Some murders started happening. So then your buddy Yosuke decides to investigate some things along with you. So then you accidentally enter this TV world where you go inside the TV, and so you enter this other world, and you meet a character named Teddy. So he's basically lives there, and he tells you like, hey, what have you guys been doing here? Why are you throwing people in here? And they're like, what the hell, what's going on? So then you investigate, and you learn some stuff, and then you gain new powers from entering the new world. Well, actually, you don't gain. You awaken your powers like that. And so basically, whenever someone gets thrown in there, their shadow or their other part of themselves that they're ashamed of comes out, and they start telling the truth about them, how they really feel. And so they're like, oh no, that's not me. So then the shadow becomes its own entity, and begins to attack you. So then you attack back, and as soon as you defeat him, the character finally tells you, well, that's really me, that's how I've been, I just it just sucks admitting that shit. And sorry about that. And that person gains a persona, which is their power. And so basically, you're a bunch of murders start happening. You investigate why your friends start getting involved in the murders. They get thrown into the T world. You have to go save them. And so the more you save, the more likely you get a higher chance to solve the case. And so you basically you solve it, and then there's a lot of twists and turns, and the game tells you, hey, do you want to save it because this is an important part of the story? It's like you're like, yeah, and I recommend you do save it, because if you mess up, the game's over. And that's the cool thing about it. There's a bunch of choices you can make. You can really make your character like a nice guy. You can really make the character like a neutral guy, like a nice but a jerk, or you can make him straight on an asshole like that. It's just pretty funny. Some of the responses are pretty funny, and it's just really, I won't spoil the whole story, because then there's no point. And then it's just really a great, a great storyline that I enjoyed in a long time. The graphics, since it is a remake, they probably didn't really do a lot of change it a whole lot, but they really did make it a lot sharp. The whole sharp things, and the anime cutscenes are really, they're really sharp as well. They're not pixelated. They're really good. The colors look great and everything like that. And it's just it's just mainly like cartoon, anime-ish, and just really sharp plain graphics. They look pretty good. Pretty good. Now the soundtrack, the whole sound and soundtrack is absolutely amazing. It really goes well with the whole story, depending what you're doing. And if you're talking about the case, the music changes, so the more like let's think this over. Or if it's really happy, upbeat, it changes the music, and the soundtrack really goes well to the mood of the story. And it's just really, it's really good, and especially when you're when you're fighting, the whole music changes as well, depending on the boss, depending on this and that, and it's just really, it's a great soundtrack. I gotta admit. The controls, there's simple controls. You move with the analog sticks with directional buttons. You talk with the X, and you fast travel with square and everything like that. It's really, basic stuff, simple stuff, not over the top. You do use the touchscreen, to activate the emergency SOS, where you could send other people online. You could give them a little boost every time they fight, and they could give you some boosts and everything like that, which is pretty cool. And I think that's about it for the controls. Yeah, which is pretty cool. Anyways, what I do like about this game is there's a lot of things I do like about this game. The storyline, like I mentioned before, is really great. It's a really fantastic storyline. The characters are really really lively. Some of them are just, it's just funny how they all react together. It's a very like anime humor-ish, not anime, very Japanese humor in it. So if you're not, if you watch anime before, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like that Japanese humor where they make the faces, and they put the big water drop. They make the exclamation points, stuff like that. The characters are really funny in a way. The soundtrack, I do like the soundtrack. It really goes well with the game. The anime cutscenes, it's something I haven't seen in a while. Usually like some fancy over the top like graphics, like whoa, like during the cutscenes, stuff like that. But this time they changed it up. Well, they didn't change it up. Well, this game has anime cutscenes, so which is pretty cool. It's been a while since I've seen those, especially from a JRPG. Like sort of like the Final Fantasies, they go over the top graphics. Not that I'm complaining, but still, it's nice to see some anime cutscenes. And what I love, about this the game is the combat system. The combat system is absolutely brilliant in this game. Basically, you have your HP, and then you have your SP, which is just I don't even know what it stands for. I'm just gonna say special points or something like that. So basically, your magic and everything is your S points. You use the personas. You can also do physical attacks. Your player could attack, or your persona could attack them with their physical, but it's gonna cost you your health. So there's a sacrifice right there. So if you want your persona attack, then you gotta sacrifice some health in order to do that. And if you want to use magic attacks, you gotta sacrifice your magic thing. So which is pretty cool. So there's a bunch of elements. So if the enemy is weak to electricity, you use electricity attack, and you basically knock them down because that's their weakness, and because of that you get to go again, so you have an opportunity to attack them again. And or if you attack all of them, let's say they're all weak to electricity, you attack them all, then all the players could gang up on them and basically jump them, which is pretty cool. You could choose to do that or not, and basically the turn by turn is just really great how they did it, how they incorporated the whole what's it called, the whole combat system. It's really great how they really did it. It's been a while since I had enjoyed an RPG game like that. Well, this case a JRPG. No, what I like about this game is no, actually what I love about this game is how really it tells you, the player, to slow down and just enjoy the game. You talk to people, you explore, you do side missions, you do stuff to build relationships. That it's gonna help you in the long run. You go into the dungeons or whatever, and to gain weapons, to gain money, to do this and that, to stuff like that. You could build relationship. I already said that. What I meant to say is you could build a relationship with the girl that you want, and you could actually if you choose your words correctly, you can actually get into a relationship together, become a couple, which is pretty cool. Also, thing is, you can also become a man whore and have multiple girlfriends like that, which is pretty funny, because in the end it gets all they all, I don't know, sooner or later they find out or something like that. Well, I don't know. That hasn't happened to me yet. but yeah, it's really like, it's a game that rewards you in the long run. It's a game that enjoy every bit of it. It's a game that you play a lot of it. Many hours to it like that. Now honestly, for the dislikes, what I don't like about the game, honestly, I can't think of anything right now. That's how great this game is. It's just really a fantastic game. Other than that, maybe I honestly can't think of anything like that. But unless you guys have on your own, like, I don't really like this, then that's your stuff. Maybe just one. It's a small thing. Yeah, there you go. Now I think. Whenever you check what the social link status, you want to go out with them, you want to pass on it, and then right in the middle it says check your social link status, and it tells you all the personas. It lists all the personas. I mean, you can't skip that part. That's the only thing that I right now find annoying. It's like, oh, you have to wait until the game moves it from you. Like, you can't skip it. You have to wait. I'm like, oh, well, actually you could, but it just takes forever. And that's a little small annoying thing that I found. I guess that's the only thing I dislike about the game. Now this game, the replay value is I'll say moderately high, because you wanna play it again, because as soon as you pass it, you carry some of the traits that you have over to the next game, so it makes it easier. And the responses you get, you couldn't answer before because your attributes weren't high enough. Now you can do that, and just the responses you get are pretty funny. So for me, you could keep playing this game over and over. You could be the nice guy in this run. I'll be the nice guy. The next game, I'll be like the neutral guy, like whatever, or the quiet guy. The next game, I could be the straight up asshole, which is pretty, some of the responses are pretty funny like that. So anyways, but this game, it's been a while since I had, that I really sat down, enjoyed it, and put many hours into this game. Besides, the whole there's no multiplayer, there's none of that. This game is all about the campaign. It's all about the story, and there hasn't been RPGs, usually, you you invested a lot of hours into the game. You put maybe 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours and then you're pretty much, you know, you're done with the storyline. But like in these games, you know, I have over, when I finished the game for the first time, I had over 90 hours done with the game. 90 hours, that's a lot for the first run. I'm like, dude, I mean, I've done a lot of stuff, sidetracking and everything, because it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And it's just really, you know, the game, it's great, you know, helping slow things down, you know, enjoy the game a lot. It's just really brilliant, you know, good storyline, good characters, soundtrack, you know, anime. The combat system is just amazing. The turn-by-turn based combat system, it's just, you know, it's just a really brilliant game overall. Honestly, I give this game a 10 out of 10, and the 2 huge ass thumbs up, you know, 200 the giant thumbs up, you know. It really is a must-have game if you're a PS Vita owner. Now, if you're thinking about, you know, what game should, you know, I'm thinking about buying a game for the PS Vita, but I don't have a PS Vita, so I want to get a game and the console. You know, honestly, pick up Persona 4 Golden. It's really, even if you're not really into RPGs, you know, this game alone, you will be like, whoa, that's a pretty good game. Like that, honestly. But for me, you know, I'm in my second run. I have over, I don't know, 120 hours more already. Like, it's just really a great storyline, you know. And there's certain points of the game where you have to figure out who's behind it, who really is behind it all, and stuff like that. And it's just really a fantastic game. It's a really good game. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. Honestly, it's one of the best games I played all time, one of the best RPGs I played all time, and it's just really a fantastic overall game. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys in the next one.